चतुर्मुखाय धीमहि तन्नो नरसिंह प्रचोदयात्।
Srinivasa Acharya, he was a son of Kidimbi Keshavacharya, who was born in Melkote. So when he was a child, he was very auspicious and very saintly and pious person. So his father taught him all the basics. Then he was sent to one more Acharya, who was known as Gatikastam Ammal. Means this person was so famous, in a Gatika, in a small time, he can recite hundreds of verses. Gatika Satam. In short span, he can recite hundreds of verses. So under his leadership, this boy was trained fully, all the Vedas and all the requisite knowledge. So one day in the morning, he had a dream in which Lord Narasimha appeared to him and asked him to come to Ahobilam and accept the sannyasa there. So then he was very much surprised by the divine vision. So he went to his guru and informed him. His guru immediately said, please execute the order of the Lord first. The God had ordered him directly. So he started walking towards Ahobilam, and when he reached to the specific place where Lord had ordered him to come, in the meantime that local Chenchupati, Mukunda Deva was the king. He came there and he also was ordained by the Lord to go and support this boy in whatever is required. So he also came there and offered obeisances. So when he was waiting there, how to take sannyasa? You ordered me to take sannyasa, but who will give me sannyasa diksha? The Lord himself appeared as a young boy in a sannyasi form and initiated him into sannyasa mantra and gave him the name Shatakopa Jiyar. Shatakopan means it is remembrance of Nammalva. So he gave him the name Shatakopa Jiyar. And he instructed him, from now go to every house and every village and instruct them about how to engage in my bhakti. And to your desire, I will accompany you. So then Lord instructed him, okay, your desire I will accompany. But which of the different forms of the Lord are you going to accompany me? So he was in confusion, he doesn't know which Utsava Murti to take. So again he went into meditation and prayed to the Lord to reveal the information. So when he was praying, the Malola Narasimha, the Utsava deity, flew from the temple altar, came into his hands, and the speciality of this deity means to indicate that he is ready to go out, to travel, to preach. So taking this as a divine will, he started walking. The first thing, because he has been blessed by the Lord, so he went to the place where the birthplace of Nammalva. Because his name was Shatakopan and the name refers to Nammalvar, he went to Nammalvar's birthplace. When he went to see the darshan of Nammalvar's deity there, he could not find. He saw in that temple there are Ekadasha Rudras being worshipped there. So then he became very much disturbed, and he did not know what to do. But in the short span, he started preaching to local. He started inspiring them about Vaishnavism. Then because of his glory, many people started coming to him, accepting his shelter. In the meantime, the king of that province, Pandya Raja, he also got to know about the glories of the sannyasi, and he came there and he also surrendered to him. So at that time, Nammalvar, because of his sincere prayers, he started offering prayers that were offered by Madhurkavi Alvar to Nammalvar when he got his darshan. The same prayers he offered here. So Nammalvar came in his dream and explained, I am in so and so pond there. If you come there, I will be revealed. So when he came there along with the king, and where again he offered prayers to Nammalvar, Nammalvar started moving out of the mud. He came to the shore and landed on his hands again, like how Malola Narasimha. So like that, the Lord had performed, and his devotee had performed and gave him blessings. The king established the deity there, again cleared up all that area, and again the Nammalvar's glory was brought back to that place. He was moving around when he came back to one province where the king of Orissa was driven away by Muslims. They attacked him and driven away from his kingdom. So he came, understood the glories of this Jiyar and came to him and surrendered to him and asked him to pray to Lord Narasimha on his behalf. So inspired by him, he started offering special prayers to Lord Narasimha. So at that time, a pack of lions attacked the kingdom of this Orissan government where the Muslim people were staying there, and they chased them away, torn them away, killed them away, and many people, they ran for their life and they handed over kingdom back to Mukunda Deva, the king of Orissa. So seeing that result, he comes and surrenders to Acharya and paid obeisances. So like that, there are many divine pastimes Lord had performed. The whole thing is Lord is ready. See, if you see, he is ready to preach. So when there was an obstacle for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kaji wanted to obstacle that preaching should not happen. Who came there? Narasimha came there. He showed him, he warned Kaji, agar yedi aage kiya, Not only you, entire your family I will wipe it out. The entire Yavanas I will wipe it out. He gave him a glance. Then that next moment onwards he became a devotee. This confidential information was revealed when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Kaji were discussing. Yesterday, till yesterday you were disturbing me. How come there is a sudden change in you? Then he shows his body where there were marks of lion imprinted, like lion nails imprinted on him, and he explains to him what happened. Narsimha sat on his chest and he said, I am going to rip you apart if you disturb my Sankirtana. So that's why Narsimha is known as Sankirtana Priya. He likes Sankirtana. So that's why he has given us opportunity to do Sankirtana here regularly, so that Sankirtana is glorified by that. So that's why all the Acharyas, they come and they glorify, they sing songs for Narsimha. Like Srinivasa is known as Alankara Priya. He likes to be decorated. And Narsimha is Sankirtana Priya.
गंभीर सिंहग्राव क्षेत्रावास जय सिंह दैत्यांत विद्युद्घात वीक्षारोक्ष नरसिंह विस्फुट विस्फुट कर्कश चालित दीर्घहस्ता विश्वहिता शक्तियुता शंखधरा चक्रधरा ज्वालाकेसर सिंह शूलानखरण सिंह शश्वत शांति संस्थापनार्थक लोकध्वंस विध्वंसकारक मृत्युं